Okay, so why did this man do this? It's not because he has no social skills or is Neanderthal. It's because he hates her. And I know it sounds like I'm being dramatic, but he hates her. I've already done a video on this. Click this comment if you want to see my original take. But men get married because they know that they get all the benefits of marriage. But at the same time, they don't actually want to be married. Now, I'm not saying all men because I'm married. Okay, I say this as a married woman and I'm very happily married. And honestly, I did not want to get married because all I saw for most of my life was husbands who clearly hated their wives. And even if they didn't clearly hate their wives, they were totally fine letting their wives do literally everything. One of my grandmas was literally kept hostage, wanted a divorce. My grandpa refused. So, she boned the neighbor for 20 years. Good for you, Granny. Good for you. My other grandma hated her. Like, they hated each other. Parents got divorced when I was 4. Like, most of the couples I've ever seen, I'm like, okay, what's the point of this? Why are these people together? Because I grew up watching Disney movies where it was like, and then I'm looking around and I'm like, this is not the same. Most men benefit from marriage because they don't plan on doing anything for that couple. They literally just are parasites. And here's the thing, this was fascinating. I'd always heard that men benefit from marriage and they get raises and all that stuff. As soon as we got married, his boss took him a lot more seriously. He took his vacation days a lot more seriously. And if me and my husband had kids, I guarantee you my husband would have gotten a raise. Whereas when women get married, their careers suffer and they do more housework. And then a lot of them are just, schmegs dolls and free therapists and the secretary and the, clown, just entertaining the husband who has no friends. Men literally get all the benefits of marriage and yet they're still pissed they have to get married. Why? Because they don't actually like the women that they choose to marry. Because they don't actually see those women as human beings. And because a lot of times they're literally only getting married for the benefits of marriage and they're pissed that they can't go and fork other women. Although they end up doing that anyway. So that man is a spoiled brat and he doesn't have the courage to live authentically. He doesn't have the courage to deconstruct patriarchy or question himself. So instead he's like, I guess I'll marry this woman. Because she probably pressured it into him because he probably was like dating for forever. Don't ever marry a man who you have to pressure into getting married. Who you have to pressure into committing to you. Who embarrasses you on a regular basis. And also if he embarrasses you by making you the joke, that man hates you. And you could actually end up dead. Because men who hate their wives, it escalates. If nothing else, they'll kill you through your nervous system because they'll be in such a bad mood because they're just Mr. Cranky Pants all the time. You'll walk on eggshells around them because why is the baby upset? You don't want to wake the baby. And your nervous system will be shot and then you'll end up with autoimmune disease. So they'll kill you slowly or kill you outright. But men who do not like you, don't marry them. If they don't like you more than you like them, do not marry them. If it is not evident that they like you way more than you like them. Now, I'm not saying my husband loves me more than I love him. I actually do believe that love is equal. Because I've been hurt so much in the past, I'm always questioning it and I'm really on guard. Whereas he's just like so affectionate and never withholds compliments, at like telling me all these things. And I'm like, oh my God, it makes me blush all the time. And I'm like, stop. If anything, I'm the withholding one. Sometimes I feel like a real jerk. Because I'm like, gosh, I literally have to force myself to tell him on a regular basis, I love you. Because I'm just so afraid still of being totally vulnerable. Even though I trust this man with my life, I'm still like, it's just not he's just a very affectionate person. Anyway, we got to stop assuming men are stupid. We got to stop assuming they don't have any social skills. We got to stop giving them the benefit of the doubt and being like, why did they do it? This is it. And again, please go watch Cecilia's videos. I'm going to tag her. She did 3 great videos on this. They're very enlightening. But it kind of boils down to this. A man who does that does not see her and probably most women as a human being. He knows he needs her and he hates her for it. A lot of these men don't want to be getting married. They're literally only doing it because they have to. And that is the most dangerous man you can hitch your wagon to. Because after they destroy years or even decades of your life and waste your time and take your youth and ruin your body, you'll be left with nothing. The most dangerous thing you can do and the riskiest thing you can do is marry a man. Do not take that decision lightly. And if and when you do decide to get married, no matter how much you trust that man, you better get all the paperwork to protect yourself and always have your own money. Because I promise you, that woman is probably not okay. I'm legit scared for her because we only witnessed one incident of him humiliating her and how much he hates her. Imagine what he does behind closed doors. A lot of these men are playing out Revenge of the Nerds with their wives. Now they have a live-in nerd that they can push around and take out all their shit on, and she'll still sleep with him and do all of his labor. Men have every reason in the world to get married, and women have like so few. They should be begging us to marry them, not the opposite, y'all.